Hey everybody, Harry here. So we watched as Kevin McCarthy gave away the store and anything else in order to accede to the speaker gavel, and we see now this week what he gave away and what it might portend. So he has gone completely MAGA Freedom Caucus crazy. His first words were these really, red meat kind of, we're going after the FBI and we're going after Merrick Garland, and they've really thrown down the gauntlet for all kinds of investigations and aggressive moves. The problem with them being there's no there, but that's just not going to stop them. So the package of rules, which are the things that McCarthy dealt away during the course of the week, was passed by a close vote, and so that means the Freedom Caucus has its way. A lot of stuff involving the deficit. Most frighteningly, they have reserved the power to just drive the car over the cliff, to threaten a default and the full faith and credit of the United States, which would be a complete disaster, a total debacle. No responsible government official would ever do it. Indeed, it's set out in the Constitution you're not supposed to do it, but these jokers are absolutely flexing their muscles to do it, and they love it because even though it's a total train wreck for the United States government and the people, it gets them on Fox News with the vitriol to the federal government and serves their narrow purposes in a way that just something is going to have to give with the Republican Party before this country is back to sanity. But the biggest point from, I think, our point of view, my point of view, the point of view of Donald Trump, is this select subcommittee under the aegis of Jim Jordan, who's the chair of the Judiciary Committee on the so-called weaponization of government. That has now passed. We have a subcommittee that's going to have 13 members, 8 Republicans, and we don't know the personnel yet. It won't be drawn just from the Judiciary Committee. Probably will be a number of real MAGA stalwarts like Marjorie Taylor Greene. Oh, that was one of the other things that McCarthy gave away, is greater representation for this rump nihilist group on different committees. So this is all this weaponization of government is really a recipe for a political disaster, although not a legal one. They've made clear they want information on ongoing criminal investigations. It is sacrosanct, totally clear beyond any question. DOJ doesn't give them that stuff. And in fact, when under Trump, Rod Rosenstein, the deputy, buckled a bit and gave it, they immediately leaked it. There's all kinds of reasons why it compromises law enforcement, is unfair to criminal defendants. But they're going to be shaking the trees and saying, give us the information about the investigation of Trump or Giuliani or anything that's going on, or else we will what? Well, they'll threaten to cut off funding, and they will threaten and maybe follow through. These guys are, such maniacs, by impeaching Merrick Garland and, or trying to otherwise completely delve into DOJ's inner workings and mess them up. There's no legal basis. The DOJ will resist it, but that will then provide the excuse for the vitriol and nasty rhetoric that will be designed to appeal to this, however much is left of this dangerous contingent in the country, of the base for sort of Trump style, if not directly Trump, authoritarianism. And it will just be a pretext to just scream and go on Fox and haul people in front of the committee. In other words, just, complete childish, nasty, unanchored in any way to legitimate claims of oversight, but that's what we're going to see. That's what the so-called weaponization of government means. people, critics, and I'm among them, have harkened back to maybe the Joe McCarthy committee in the 50s, just because the whole enterprise here is going to be dishonest. They know that they're not entitled to any of this information, political, and just designed to sort of buff up their own credentials with the kind of Fox crowd and their own hometown bases. So it's a really nasty development. And of course, because they have this narrow minority in the House, they're not going to be able to do much in terms of legislation. They could try to threaten, as I've said, the full faith and credit of the United States to make some hay. But this is the sort of thing that we'll be seeing from them. They ran on immigration and the economy, and they will govern on, Hunter Biden's laptop and trying to impeach Merrick Garland for no legitimate reason whatsoever other than doing what he's supposed to do, that is follow criminal investigations without fear or favor and without revealing them to the public, much less the MAGA crowd that wants it to use it as a club to beat him with. Okay, there you have the new rules and what they portend going to be ugly. And there's, coming out of the box already with different attacks on government, cutting the budget of the IRS and the like, even as they say the IRS hasn't done its job of capturing fraudsters. So that's the where we're stuck now, thanks to the Kevin McCarthy win and all the concessions he made to the MAGA crowd. There you have it, and we'll of course be following it, and it'll be loud and not difficult to hear as Jim Jordan and the like go screaming all over Washington. Okay, hey, if you get a chance to like and subscribe this channel, please do. And I'll be coming at you soon with much more on this ground and all kinds of things happening in the broad Trump landscape, including potential indictment in Fulton County, Georgia, coming your way soon. But until then, talk to you later. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video and other Talking Feds content, please take a second to like and subscribe. Talk to you later.